Welcome to the Untitled Podcast. I am one half of your host, Stonewall Craft, alongside my boy Rochito Cochino, Lorenzo Rocha. What up?
Zabe, we're missing that intro beat, homie. Where's it at?
Yes.
Hey, I'll try to get it soon.
And the other Rochito, the actual Rochito is here. Zave, what up?
What's up?
What up? Dude, I'm hyped.
What's up?
School's about to happen. I'm about to see my boys this weekend. Holy
True.
smokes.
So I don't know if you'd be allowed at the apartment, but
what do you mean?
We'll see.
Dave, you're gonna have to put a stop to that.
Hey, I'll invite you. I'll invite you over.
I don't know. Lorenzo pays that premium bedroom cost.
I do, bro. I'm the boss.
Sorry, I just took a little sip of agua.
I'm about to too.
Zave, you want to take a sip of agua? No?
I have none around me.
Zave, how excited are you to start school? Just give me.
I'm pretty excited. It's definitely gonna be change of pace, but it's gonna be super fun. Huge change of pace. Yeah, I know I have you two down there to guide me.
We'll guide you.
I'll teach you everything not to do your first year.
I was telling don't. I'm not gonna explain.
Yeah, seriously, come on. I think we're thinking of the same thing. Let's not speak.
What are you thinking of? Just say it. Just give a little. What are you thinking?
No.
I was thinking of the Dylan. So you're thinking of?
Oh no. I was thinking of something worse.
You're thinking. Anyway, I was telling my fiance Peyton. I was like, dude, it's gonna be wild. Like, I don't even know. And then she's like, what's Zave like? I was like, honestly, just think of like a cooler Lorenzo. That's what Zave's
that's a way to put it. That's a way to put it. Xavier, he's a chill guy. I don't think he's gonna go too crazy, but we'll see. Dirty Dirkson's gonna be in Bloomington too. So
is he? Oh no.
Xavier has a gang of friends already there.
Really? Who?
How
many friends do you have?
It was me and you. Pretty much the two IU guys.
Basically.
The two IU guys from Northwood. Freaking, it's Xavier, Cooper Davis, Tanner Bunch.
I don't know.
Garrett Miller and Dirty Dirkson. It's gonna be a young gang. All I know is my apartment better not be popping.
It literally will be though. Are they living on campus, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They all got Foster.
Bro, Roach, you already know your apartment's gonna be popping. It's like our freshman year. We always went to Camp Simpson's house freshman year if we ever went anywhere. That's what your house is going to be. That's what your house is going to be.
No, it's not. Literally not.
Bro, I don't think you know how lucky you are that you're living off campus.
I know, dude. Especially now. Like, I guess it was cool living on campus like your first year just because, you're getting used to the camp. You're getting used to where everything's at. It really helped me learn where a lot of stuff was at. Mm-hmm. Having to walk everywhere. And then, I don't know. I just thought it was cool, like, just being around, like, all the other students all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely a different vibe off campus, even though I do prefer that. You don't have as much to worry about, I guess. You can kind of just do your own thing. But it's going to be weird living on campus now because, first of all, it's one-person rooms. So no roommates, which was a big part of it. And then two, like, there's barely any on-campus classes, which will probably not hold up the entire year. So I was telling Xavier, I was like, man, they live in Foster. That's over by the stadium. That sucks. And I was like, well, they're not going to have to go to class.
Yeah,
they're just going to be chilling with that nice food court.
Yeah. Foster's by the stadium, you said? I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's kind of like halfway between Kelly and the stadium. It's closer to Kelly.
That's where the rich kids live. Dave,
right, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Dave knows the socioeconomic status of his friends. He's just lying.
Yikes.
Dude, we had to grind in the sewers of Wright, dude.
I wouldn't trade it for the world, though.
Okay, honestly though, the humble beginnings. I'll tell you what. Because
I'm a man from humble beginnings.
We didn't know any better. We didn't know any better.
Dave, name that song now. Humble Beginnings by Bozzy. Dab, 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 dab.
I don't know who that is. With Bozzy.
Still only listens to Nav. Don't at him.
I only listen to Nav, Tory Lanez, and Lil Wayne.
Speaking of Lil Wayne,
what?
Carter 6 or New Ceilings 3 or new? Well, oh yeah, that's it, right?
I'll take Dedication 6 for the real ones out there. His remixes, bro. I was listening to those the other day. It started from the bottom one. His Bugatti. I don't know if I can say this. I mean, what's the rating of the pod? Like, what's our? Like, are we PG? 13?
U for Untitled.
Okay, well, instead, I guess I'll go for the
How about
throw.
you
I
for
guess. So it's like I woke up in a new Bugatti.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
His remix is I woke up in some new Punani.
Good lord, bro. Classic.
I just went for it, bro.
All I'm saying is if you heard that, you'd instantly have to recognize it's Wayne.
Dude. Okay. Zave, what are your thoughts? You're a little younger than us. Thoughts on Wayne?
One of the GOATs, honestly.
Deserves to be.
Literally. I grew up listening to him, so.
Yeah, I guess.
All my cousins played him, so.
Yeah. Dude,
I've known him for a while.
I'll never forget 6th grade. I discovered like YouTube to MP3, right? And the first song I ever downloaded was Kobe Bryant by Lil Wayne. And then it was like Drop the World. And I got in so much trouble for listening to Lil Wayne. I don't think you understand, bro.
Dude, I just remember my first memory of Lil Wayne. So my cousin Brandon used to love listening to Lil Wayne. He's not so big into him now, but he was huge. And when the Carter 3 came out, that's all he would play. So listening to Lollipop and Mrs. Officer and
Millie.
Oh, and
Millie,
Mr. Carter, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I heard Mr. Carter for the first time, I was transformed. My mind was blown. I was like, I didn't know this was possible. I didn't know it was possible.
My number one memory of that, though, so we used to have MediaCom for cable, right? And they'd have like video on demand. They had like music videos.
Mm-hmm.
We'd always watch the Lollipop music video. And my mom hated it because, the visuals and that it's pretty sexual. And just imagine like a 4th grade me, 3rd grade me watching that. Religiously.
Lollipop. I can just imagine Lorenzo just fucking singing it. Dude, that song for me was Pop Bottles. It's not a Lil Wayne song, it was Birdman. But
yeah.
Oh my god. I was gonna say something, but I don't remember. Lorenzo, you take it from here. What do you want to talk about?
Well, got the last day at the Wood tomorrow. It's kind of a sad time. This week's been a bit of a change up for me. I've been on a forklift a lot. Honestly, not as nice as you'd think because I'm telling you, dude, I'm used to walking around all day. When I go to the gym after being on a forklift all day, my legs are stiff. I can feel every little pulse in my kneecaps. But other than that, I'm excited to move in, dude. I've been ready for it for about a month at this point. And yeah, we're just gonna get back to booling.
Dude, my mom can pick up a penny with a forklift.
I know. You were pretty proud of that.
I think that's wild.
Talking about it.
I think that's wild. A penny?
I could pick up a human with one. Not that hard.
No, not that hard. Dave, I heard you're gonna be the plug at Chick-fil-A. Fact or fiction?
I mean, if you need a plug, I'll be it. Yeah, I got that interview.
If you need a plug, I'll be it.
He's like, I got that interview.
I got that interview, so.
Hey, it's not as fun being a plug as you might think. I mean, I consider myself the target plug, but everyone just goes and buys stuff, even though they know I can get them a discount. So it's like,
what's the point?
Well, that's exactly. A loss. That's a loss then.
I know.
That means you're not the
plug. I literally had to talk.
That actually means you're not the plug.
I literally had to like talk Peyton into letting me use my discount to get Stonewall that Apple TV for his birthday. Because she was just going to buy it. She's like, why does he like, I'll just buy it. I was like, or I could just save you money and buy it.
I mean, but I don't think you understand.
I think saving money is overrated.
Yeah, when you're booling like this.
I'm kidding.
What's $30? What's $30? You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm not booing.
Nah, I'm all
your
about saving
fiance
money.
was booing at that point in time. Me, I was living on pennies, dude.
Bro, paycheck to paycheck. That's what the Monroe was like.
That ain't happening this year. We wiping it clean. We're paying the rent off at the beginning of the year.
Dude, so what I don't know if I might have said this on pod, but I might just get like a credit card and just pay rent with it. Like pay my basically rent will be like delayed a month, because you can't pay it right away or it doesn't really affect your credit. I'm just gonna wait till like the next, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah, it does. You can pay it right away.
Yeah, but it doesn't like show that you like are paying. I know you can, but it's better to wait until you actually get billed to like build your credit.
I don't think that's true because
I think
was
that is
paying
true.
Look, I'm telling you from my experience. I don't know if it's accurate or maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. But when I got my first credit card this past spring, I used it a couple times, paid it off like a week after I used it, but before my statement came, and my credit score was rising.
Really? Maybe.
Yeah, I was at like a 540, dude. Because I literally had nothing.
I don't even know.
And
I don't want to know what my credit score is.
Don't know how I worked my way up to a 700. Literally only off like 2 months of paying stuff. I don't know if that's even real. But I'm like at a 700 right now, like 704, I think. And I took a little dip back down to like 650 because one time I used it and I waited for my statement to come, and it made my credit drop. Maybe I used a little bit more than I had before. I don't know how it works. It's not exact science.
Yeah, it's not exact science, but hey, it's so important.
All I'm saying is I got results paying it off early.
Dave, what's your major?
Going into interior design and then hoping to like branch off into like architecture.
That's kind
of
an
unofficial major. Might do an
unofficial major.
Huh, the more you know.
But I like interior design, so might just end up sticking with that.
So I know it's a reoccurring theme on the podcast, but Lorenzo wanted to take some time to shit on the MLB. So Roach, you have the floor.
All right, so if you're the MLB and you know your sport's dying, what's the best thing you can do?
What?
To make it die faster? Just asking. Just a general question.
Make it less exciting. Make it less riveting.
How do you kill
more big plays?
No, how do you kill your brand? So lack of big plays?
Oh, how do you... Yes, okay, lack of big plays.
Okay. So playing into the whole less exciting thing. So a couple nights ago, this game, I don't even remember who they were playing. It was like the Padres and some other team. I don't even know. And I think his name's Fernando Tatis Jr., right?
Tatis.
Is that his name? Tatis Jr.? Apparently, dude's a dog. Yeah. He's like leading the league in homers, whatever. And they're up 7. It's the 8th inning. They're up 7, blah, blah, blah. And he's on a 3-0 count, meaning he had 3 balls and no strikes. I didn't know what that meant.
You serious?
I mean, I kind of did, but I needed to be
David Brother's an idiot.
So, 3 balls, no strikes. They throw out another pitch. Boom. Dude hits a grand slam dick shot into the stands. Like he wasn't even trying to. It just happened.
It didn't look like he really killed it, bro.
Right. So he hammered that thing. And apparently there's this huge controversy over the unwritten rules of baseball that you do not hit it. You don't go for a home. You don't hit a home run in that situation if you're that bad. And I was talking to Schmill about it on our way to the gym.
Friend of the pod.
Like, because I figured, he's a baseball guy. He'd know about this. He was baffled at what I was telling him.
He's like, that's a thing? Dude.
He's like, that's a thing? That doesn't even make sense. I've never heard of that. And I was like, well, I'm asking you because you know 10 times, probably 100 times more than I do about anything baseball related. And I was just telling him how stupid I thought it was. And I thought he was going to say, oh, no, that makes sense. Like, blah, 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 kind of try to defend it. But no, he 100% never heard about it. Thought it was the dumbest thing ever. And yeah, so I just want to say, just add it to the list of reasons why baseball sucks.
Yeah, let's put a lethal injection into the most boring sport ever. And like, I'll tell you what, dude, a blowout in baseball, like top 10 most boring things ever. Like, I just want to see a stat of like the viewership, like once a game's like over 5 runs. because there's no shot people are watching that. It's so, first off, baseball is kind of boring anyway. Breaking news. And if there's nothing, the only thing I really like, I don't even like watching the Cubs right now. The only thing I like is playoff baseball, because that's dope. But I mean, if I'm watching like the World Series Game 1, they're up 7 runs, I'm turning it off. First off,
Right.
because I don't want to hear Joe Buck. Second off,
Nobody wants to.
Dude, I was watching. As you know, I'm into golf, right? I was watching
Huge
this
golf guy.
hour documentary of Brooks Koepka winning the U.S. Open.
Blake Koepka.
Yes, the Blake of the Year, and he, Joe Buck was talking, Fox had that U.S. Open, and Joe Buck started talking, and I was like, oh my god, golf is.
He's just making the rounds.
Yeah, but Jim Nance does the Masters for CBS.
Yeah,
that's dope. But Joe Buck, I mean, shoot me, just kill me.
I can't. I don't blame you, bro. But long story short, that just literally makes zero sense. You want to get mad that a dude hit a grand slam. First of all, how are they even in a position to hit a grand slam? If you're, I don't understand how you can get upset that a dude hits a grand slam when you loaded the bases, or at least they loaded the bases. So obviously you got them. I don't know, dude. Okay. I don't understand baseball that much. I don't know if I'm saying this right.
No,
but they allowed the bases to be loaded. They threw a pitch on a 3-0 count that was able to be hit, and they're upset that the dude hit a home run.
It's funny because they were honestly, if it was up 3-0, they probably were trying to just walk him.
That's what I'm saying. And how do you allow that ball to even remotely be close to getting hit? Because I mean, if you walk him, they're going to score. So it makes sense you don't want to walk him in that situation, I would think. No. But I don't know. It just
baseball
dude. No,
sucks.
Don't play up to the standards you can play at, because this is unwritten rule of baseball. We got to keep it within the stupid rules that we haven't stated. Exactly.
They literally aren't written down.
Barstool just ripped that whole thing in one of the most funny ways ever.
Dave.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on our fantasy football lottery for the picks in the draft.
I don't even know if he's aware of it. I don't even think he knows what that means.
I don't think I'm aware.
Oh,
well,
Roach,
you're in the fantasy chat. So first of all, I just got to say thanks for keeping up with the news and your local listings. Second,
Zabe, you're going to be part of the telecast. First of all,
let me lay it out for you, Zabe. So last year we did
you got first pick last year.
No, I didn't.
Who got first pick?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I'll tell you that much.
I swear to God, it was you.
We did a random, nice. But it wasn't so random draft order, because I thought I'd randomized it, but I didn't, because I don't know, somehow my computer wasn't connected to the internet, but when I did it, it still went through, it randomized everything, but it never pushed it to a server because my computer wasn't connected to the internet or something. I don't know how it didn't work, but basically it was a not so random draft order. I think it was just the same, from worst to best or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it played out, but long story short, what we're doing this year is pretty much a fantasy lottery like the NBA does their draft lottery, where the worst team from last season has the highest chance of getting the first overall pick in the draft, but potentially, Peyton, who won, could still get the first overall pick. He'll just have the lowest odds of getting it.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen?
That's how me and my
that's
friends
going to be cool.
Really?
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
You can teach us then.
Yeah, you can help us.
Deciding how we wanted to go about that. But yeah, we think that'll be pretty cool. Change it up. Maybe give a little more incentive for the guys who, are actually good at fantasy to.
I actually want to do a
get a little excited
for everybody, or
group
FaceTime or whatever. But just we can have Zave dress up fucking the chick from Wheel of Fortune, that does the letters.
Yeah. From Wheel of Fortune.
God,
that's the wrong guy.
I'm not doing that.
I could be I could be Commissioner Tatum that does the lottery, have that stupid smile on his face. It's just Dude, it's gonna be perfect. The
With
quality
the
is gonna be
first
through the
pick
roof.
in the 2020 Boys of Jewel Fantasy Lottery
The
Draft,
Bloom Stiffy Blickies.
Mr. Clap Your Cheeks. I need to get on there and remove Schmill, Rip Schmill. Ended his fantasy career early this year.
Rest in power.
Yeah.
Zave, what's your fantasy team's name?
Well, because I had DJ Moore, so my name was more wins than you, but
Yikes.
Cheesy, bro.
you always have to use your players' names in your name.
I just think
I had
when
Aaron Jones. That's clap right there, bro.
I mean the Boom Stiffy
What?
Blickies. James Winston was the Boom Stiffy Blicky. He was the Blicky.
Yeah, he literally was the Blicky though.
And
A backfiring
he's not
Blicky.
even gonna be. He's not even gonna like. Is he with the Saints? Is that who he's with?
Yeah, backing up Drew Brees.
Backing up Drew.
Well, Drew
Drewby.
Brees probably gonna get hurt again, right? Probably gonna like break his probably just dislocate his thumb. Gonna be out a couple weeks.
I mean, I'm not gonna wish that on him, but
no, I'm
I
just
guess
saying.
Stonewall will.
I mean,
So-
I'm not wishing it on him.
Dang, Stonewall, dang.
Okay, so kind of we're talking about fantasy a little bit. Going into something that's not really related, but kind of.
Nice.
I was watching this video on Twitter today, and it was ranking the best like running back groups,
Yikes.
team or whatever. Right. First of all, I just want to say this was put
Terrible.
out by NFL.com, like the official NFL social media account, and it was probably one of the worst lists I'd ever seen in my life. So if you had to guess, let me just ask you this. If you had to guess where the Pats would be on that list, would you have them top 15 in terms of running back groups or bottom 15?
Let's see. Is Sony Michelle a complete zero, or am I getting Super Bowl Sony Michelle?
So, yeah, who they got? They got Sony Michelle. They still have James White
Yeah,
and
Rex Burkhead.
Burkhead. So that's their like core three guys.
I don't
Where would
know,
you think
dude.
they'd rank if you
Like,
had
as
to
a-
just take a shot in the dark?
As a core, I'd say top 15. I mean, I feel like they're like one of the only few teams that has three decent like options, but I don't know. Maybe I'm biased there.
So yeah, I don't know. When I was like watching this, I was thinking about production from last year, and just based on last year, like I think Sony Michelle underperformed just
Yeah,
in
he
general.
was ass.
So I get they probably took a lot more potential like into this than based off like last year's stats. But
I mean, for them to be like top 10, top 5, Sony Michelle needs to make a crazy leap if that's
so
what you're.
spoiler alert, they were at 14. Okay, so it's not that bad, I guess, but it's a little higher than I would have put them. Where do you think the Minnesota Vikings were on this list?
So they got McKinnon.
They got
right?
Dalvin Cook,
Dalvin
McKinnon,
Cook.
and someone else. I don't know.
Madison, I think is his name.
Oh yeah, Alexander Madison or
They
something.
got to be top 5, right?
Literally 19th.
What? Who was number 1? The Cowboys?
No, where do you
The
think
Browns.
the Cowboys were? The Cowboys were 12.
The Browns were one.
The
But you could,
Browns.
Cowboys-
you could
the
make an
Browns.
argument.
Okay, Chubb is a dog, and
If
Kareem Hunt
if
is
Kareem
Kareem
Hunt
Hunt.
is playing,
That's why I was saying based on potential. But even if that was the standard,
Yeah,
the Cowboys are still 12 and they're loaded, dude. Zeke and Tony Pollard. Are you kidding me?
I am saying this right now. Trade Zeke, start Tony Pollard. That's all I'm saying.
And then I gotta throw this in there. Where do you think the Packers are ranked?
So they got Aaron Jones, Paul Williams.
And thick thighs AJ Dillon now, who's a rookie who hasn't played. Keep that in mind.
I'm gonna go 11.
They were 6th.
Well,
Like I didn't even agree with that.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
I'd like to
Jamal
hype my
Williams
guys up.
has hands of stone, and I don't. Jamal Williams sucks.
Thank you.
It's the
I
Aaron
don't
Jones
think
show.
there's easily worse players than him, but I've never been on the Jamal Williams train. I've always been on the Aaron Jones train.
I have too. I want to make that very clear. Freshman year, dude, we were.
The very first game I watched him play against the Cowboys because Jamal Williams got hurt, I was in. I was like, this dude is a stud.
Who was number 1? The Browns?
Yeah.
That's stupid, bro. Who's number 2? Like, okay, just do you have the list in front of you?
No, but I know the Ravens were 2.
Todd Gurley, Devontae Freeman.
No, The Ravens were 2.
Oh, the Ravens? Where are the fucking Falcons?
The Falcons were like in the 20s.
What?
The Jags were like 20. What were they, Xavier? Like 27th or something?
I think they were 28.
Fournette,
28th.
Yeldon, and who?
And Fournette. I mean, Fournette's better than... Dude, I don't have the list in front of me, but we named off at least like 10 teams that
the Jags
literally
were 27th. So the worst ranked was the Rams. And then the Buccaneers. Wait, is this the right one?
The Bucks? I mean,
I don't know.
the Bucks don't make the playoffs. Let's make that very clear. I'm going to say it right now. On August 19th, 2020, Tom Brady will not make the playoffs.
Hot take.
Not a hot take. Gronk
not
washed.
On the hype train.
Gronk washed, first of all. Why are we going to act like he's even like an asset? He's a detriment. Tom Brady was terrible
Redskins,
last
year. Yes, here's the list. Redskins at 32. Dolphins at 31.
Tough day for Darius Geese. I'll tell
Jacksonville at 30.
Okay, they were 30.
The Rams are at 29.
I mean, who do the Rams have? Henderson?
I get that, but they played all year and they still ran decently well.
Where are the Chiefs at? I'm curious about that.
We'll get to it. So the Bucks 28. Atlanta's at 27.
Terrible.
With Gurley. Oh gosh.
And Freeman. They don't have Coleman anymore, do they?
No, he's on the Niners. So the Bears are 26th. See, I'd put Fournette above the Bears right there. Like David Montgomery. You're telling me Leonard Fournette's not better than him at this point?
He is better than him. Yes.
Like just based on that alone.
Nah, dude, Tariq Cohen, he'll get you -2 fantasy points. What do you mean?
Exactly. Start him. Let's start them both, dude. Why don't you just start Tariq Cohen and David Montgomery at the same time? Just double dip. I don't think that's how it works.
Double dipping.
Houston Texans, Detroit Lions at 24, Cardinals 23, Eagles 22, Steelers 21, Raiders 20. They have Josh Jones. Dude was a beast last year.
Josh Jacobs.
Whatever. Yeah. Minnesota Vikings 19th. Seattle Seahawks 18th. Chiefs 17th. Jets, Le'Veon Bell, averaged like 3 yards per carry last season. 16th. Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Mixon or bust, 15th.
Okay, yeah. And Joe Mixon was only doing well when the games meant nothing to them. Like, they didn't mean a thing.
Definition of empty stats.
Okay.
New England Pats 14, Buffalo Bills 13, Dallas Cowboys 12. That's the most egregious to me. Like, I don't know who's coming up with these lists.
When Tony Pollard is in the game, bro, he's getting like 10 yards, guaranteed.
Tennessee Titans at 11. They got pretty much just Henry.
Yeah. And they have
Carolina Panthers with McCaffrey 10. New York Giants, Saquon 9. Los Angeles Chargers at 8, and all they have is Eckler.
Where's Melvin Gordon?
Oh, we're getting there. Denver Broncos 7. That's where he is. Oh, they got Lindsey and Melvin Gordon. I would not have them at 7, even with both of them.
Philip Lindsay was an absolute 0 last year. Let's make that very clear.
Green Bay Packers at 6. Saints at 5 with pretty much just Kamara.
Who's their other guy?
I can't even think of his name. I don't know if they have another guy anymore.
Latavius Murray.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, bro? What?
Okay, but that's not top 5 to me.
Okay,
how are the Cowboys not top 5?
I get that, but I don't disagree.
The Niners are at 4.
The Niners should be number 1, first of all.
The Niners were a great running team, but I wouldn't put that on their backs. I put that a lot on their line as well.
Okay, but
because they had like 4 backs that were running for them all season.
Exactly. That's the best running back by committee.
Colts at 3.
It doesn't matter
Xavier's
why
not
it happened.
On the Jonathan Taylor hype train. I am.
I mean, he's never played a professional game in his life, but I'm on it too.
So behind that line.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson. Honestly, just give Quentin Nelson the ball.
True. And then, like we said, Ravens and Browns at 1. I just thought that list was really stupid.
The Browns,
and I really don't know how much thought went into that. But
they just want clickbait, bro. I mean, I don't even know, dude. NFL.com's trash, first of all.
Got to get my news from somewhere.
All right, Dave. We're gonna transition into the best league in the world. Why don't you take us into the play-in game? What are your thoughts on that?
Very good game.
Yeah.
Extremely good game. Memphis, I think, played out of their minds and still didn't win, which is crazy.
Probably because Ja Morant's trash, right, Zave?
What?
I mean, he was that first quarter, but
Xavier was saying at the start of that game that Ja Morant is trash, and I was like,
well, he was
like
at the beginning of the game.
Or
I don't know what he meant because
conditionally in that quarter he was bad.
I mean, he still had like 11 points in that quarter, but I guess that means he's bad.
I don't think he did.
I think he did.
I think he had like 7 on like 3 of 10 shooting or something. I don't even know.
But
like
does that make him trash, Stonewall?
4 turnovers.
No.
Does that mean that is that even a trash quarter? That doesn't even like define.
I think that's a pretty bad quarter.
I mean, he's taking shots. He's just not hitting them. That doesn't make him trash. If he was like 0 for 2 with like 1 point off a free throw, then yeah, I'd say he was pretty trash because he wasn't doing anything. But at least he was doing something.
Anyway,
to make him mislead.
Dave. Keep going.
And Damian Lillard just a god.
CJ McCollum went crazy at the end. That's where they're the most dangerous.
Xavier, what's your favorite quote from him?
His post-game interview, he's like saying something that Mike Tyson said after his
I broke my
game
back.
or something. Yeah, I broke my back, my spinal.
I broke my back, spinal.
Oh my god, dude! Mike Tyson was a dog. He has this like interview. Honestly, I might just play it. Let's see. Keep breaking down the game, or what your thoughts on it?
Still me.
Yeah.
Send it.
Valanciunas was so good in this game.
Dog.
He played super good. Let's look at his what were his stats here? 22 and 17. He was all over the glass. Dang.
Yeah. I mean,
Nurkic
overall,
too had a 2020.
Nurkic just
That was the passing of his grandmother's game.
Forgot how good Nurkic was, honestly, considering he was out for so long.
He's
but
dogging.
yeah, that game was really good. Ja Morant put on a show, tried to carry that team. In the end, though, the Blazers just too much experience. I think much. I mean, more depth than the Grizzlies.
Memphis
at that
shot
time
out of their minds.
Yeah, that's
them by 10.
Yeah, no Jaren Jackson's tough for him.
That's the best version
and
like the Grizzlies would be at all, and I mean they still fell short. I mean,
yeah,
that like we talked about last week, Lorenzo. I wish the Suns would have snuck in.
Yeah,
but the Grizzlies played so early in the day that them getting in was dependent on the Blazers losing. Like,
right. Hey, they almost did. Karis LeVert took a bad shot there at the end.
I mean, yeah.
If he would have drove in, he was getting fouled all day.
Okay, let's talk about that game too, because Karis LeVert was living in the paint. Like,
yeah,
he got in the paint whenever he wanted, and they just didn't it for the last shot.
Yeah, bad play.
If you're like the Nets, I feel like you're feeling pretty good going into next year.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah. You're missing at least 4 of your starters already.
If I'm the Nets, I'm
at least
seeing I'm seeing what Karis LeVert can get me.
Like, what do you mean? Like
trading him?
Trading him?
Yeah, trading him.
I'm not trading him.
I am.
Okay. You're telling me if you have the team you have now, add KD, add...
Karis LeVert is ball dominant. He needs the ball in his hands.
Exactly.
He's not
so have him run the second unit.
Yes, run the second unit. Bro,
he's too good to be on the second unit.
That's okay. I get that. He might be too good for other teams, but if he's on that team already,
if he can get you Bradley Beal, what are you doing?
He's not getting you Bradley Beal.
You're not keeping Karis LeVert if he can get you Bradley Beal.
Oh, okay. Let me get Bradley Beal to run my second unit over Karis LeVert. How much sense does that make?
He would be on the first unit, you idiot.
You're telling me Bradley Beal with Kyrie's a good pairing?
And KD.
That's star power, dude.
Those are two stars that need the ball in their hands. Add Bradley Beal to that. That's a third. And you're telling me.
So you're saying that if they got Bradley Beal, they would move him to the bench? No, you're fucking retarded. Sorry.
By that logic, I'd just start Karis LeVert then.
Not when if you could get Bradley Beal and he's way better.
Okay. This is
He's way cheaper.
What would a Nets package even look like? I guess you'd have to give
Jared
up Jared
Allen,
Karis LeVert, and picks.
Yeah, think about everything else you have to give up. I'm good. I'll keep LeVert.
If I'm the Wizards, I'm saying no, first of all. I mean, because
the Nets would win that trade.
Yeah. Exactly.
So why would the Nets not make that deal?
I said
that's
the
what
Wizards.
I'm asking Lorenzo.
No, he's stupid. First, if you can get Bradley Beal, you're getting Bradley Beal first.
Exactly.
But the Wizards owner, his favorite player ever is Bradley Beal. They're never trading him. I'm a firm believer that they're never trading him. Now, I mean, Karis LeVert. I mean, I don't know why it's outrageous to think he could run the second unit. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
James,
I think he would still start, but I just don't think he's that good of a fit.
Yeah. I mean,
I love him as a player. He's one of my favorite players in the league, but I
just don't understand how you can say Karis LeVert would not be that good of a fit with ball dominant Kyrie, and you could also argue a ball dominant KD when you're literally trying to trade for Bradley Beal, who is also a ball dominant player.
But he's also just a better player, so that you just cancel it. Just like when you pair KD and Steph, like LeBron and Kyrie, they're just better players, and you just want to put better players around your team.
I also think it's kind of unfair, though.
Star power literally just wins games.
Yeah, I think it's also unfair to just say Karis LeVert is a ball dominant player, just like I don't know. I feel like he can play off ball.
He's not a spot up shooter though. He's definitely not.
Well, okay, why can't he can just post up in the corner? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't think that's a complicated thing to do. You know what I mean? I don't think
and even if he's not okay, you could easily run LeVert and KD at the same time.
It's like, okay, the Thunder with James Harden runs the second unit. Manu Ginobili runs the second unit. If you can have someone like Karis LeVert,
but you have Dinwiddie running the second unit.
You'd
rather have Dinwiddie than Karis LeVert running the second unit.
Yeah,
I'd rather just have all the players they have now and add KD and Kyrie to the team.
Spencer Dinwiddie's so good.
He's not better than Karis LeVert.
Yeah, he is.
I disagree.
Xavier also thinks Donovan Mitchell's good, so let's just put it in.
Donovan Mitchell is amazing.
He did drop a 57 piece.
He dropped 57. Lorenzo says the Jazz suck. Donovan Mitchell's not even good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of not. I'm not. Okay. Donovan Mitchell.
They just beat down on Denver.
I'm not the biggest Dominic. See, I don't even care about his name. Donovan Mitchell fan.
They just beat down on Denver today.
Yeah, let me beat down on a Denver team that's missing 2 of its starters.
Utah is missing 2 of its starters, bro.
Good for them.
What do you mean? You can't make excuses when other teams have excuses that they could make too.
That's why we have Zave on the pod.
Keeping me in check.
Come on. You can't just be making excuses for teams.
Okay, what excuses you got for the Thunder, huh?
None. We played like trash.
I know you have some excuses.
I don't have any excuses.
Rockets, Thunder.
The Rockets were hitting everything, and the Thunder...
Oh, there's an excuse right there.
No, it's not. That's not an excuse. They were making a bunch of shots.
No excuses would be we just didn't play well enough. We lost.
I want to look. They shot 40% from 3. Shot about 50 of them. And our offense was stagnant. We weren't moving.
Okay.
So I actually didn't catch that game, Dave. If you want to break down your Thunder.
We're jumping to the Thunder?
Yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Straight down the list. Come on.
Yeah, I have a list.
So we're starting with the Thunder.
It's out of order, but I mean, let's do a good segue.
I mean, I wanted to go straight down.
All right. Well, talk about the Thunder.
So,
we're already in it.
Are we fine? Okay. First of all, Chris Paul trash this game. Awful.
You need to be very careful with your liberal use of trash.
I was just about to say, so liberal with the word trash.
I throw it around.
Yeah, I know. It loses all meaning.
Okay, he almost had a triple-double. I'm looking at the stats, but still. A bad triple-double. A quiet triple-double. Didn't see him doing anything. Gallinari wet.
Like always. Like always.
Literally so underrated. You can give him the ball. If you just get that pick and roll and they switch, it's over.
Yeah,
You got that post fade.
Gallinari, dude, I love him.
Schroeder, not good. He shot 3 of 12. Wow.
Hey, wasn't this
Shea.
his first game back?
Second, but still.
Give him a game.
Shea wasn't good. He was scared, I think. And why is Ferguson starting? Like, just please.
Turd.
What is going on?
Yeah, I don't understand how he's still on the team.
Why does Baisley have 2 more minutes than Terrence Ferguson? Please.
Baisley's a dog.
And Lou Dort, dude, he would have been locking down.
Hey, that's an excuse. See, we don't know.
Lou Dort would have been locking down Harden. You already know.
I mean, he would have, but
Okay, so why is Roberson washed? Why is he only playing 3 minutes?
I don't know.
I think it's just
quick.
I think it's just because they went the whole season playing without him and it was working. So why? Like, I get it's basketball. You can integrate a player more easily than other sports, but I don't know. I just think that he's not trying to mess with that vibe, and the fact that he is coming back from an Achilles.
Yeah, our offense was stag.
Xavier thinks Roberson can shoot
more threes than us. He can shoot.
So silence there for Roberson's stroke.
In an empty gym, he can bang him, dude.
Dude, he hit 2 clutch threes, bro, to give us a win in the bubble.
In the seeding games.
What does that even mean?
It means no one was trying. No, they were. I don't want to.
No one tried in the seeding games.
That was a joke, bro. Okay, jeez.
Okay, I'm looking at like the box score and it says Robert Covington was their starting center.
I love it.
Dude, okay. I don't know if you agree with this, Zave. I didn't get a chance to catch this game. I was at work. Is Steven Adams playable against the Rockets? Like,
yes.
Is he just like a detriment entirely on defense because he has to go out in the pick and roll? Because what I'm assuming is happening is they're just going high pick and roll on Steven Adams every time. Is that fair?
I mean, a lot. Yeah, they do it a lot.
And you have to think like Steven Adams.
But I mean,
against
the Warriors, they would do that too. And I mean, we were in that series, so
yeah, I would say.
But they played a center. Usually, they would match up with the Thunder.
Right.
Like
no, when they played small balls. Adams stayed out.
I get that.
We actually ran double center against their death lineup with Canner and Adams.
Yeah,
and
then the classic. What's his not Donovan Mitchell? What's his name? With their coach, I can't think of
Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan, dude. He's like, dude, I can't play this game. He's like, I can't play him because he's so bad on.
I can't play the penis.
I can't play the penis.
Yeah, Ennis is awful on defense.
But dude, the Rockets.
I don't know. Shea struggled and our offense wasn't moving. That's it. And Dennis struggled.
Here's my take on that, on the whole Steven Adams thing. Well, first of all, honestly, I don't think he's that bad playing against the pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not.
Like, there's easily way worse options you could have on like other teams. First of all, second, how are you going to let Robert Covington block you at the rim?
Beat me rim. Dude,
you're a 7-foot New Zealand chiseled man out of stone.
I mean, 3 guys around you.
Yeah, but I mean, Covington was just stuffing him at the rim.
I just think, like...
All right, let's see how many blocks Covington had. 1 block. He was stuffing him all night long. You probably got him one time from behind.
Just because you don't get a
one time from behind
doesn't mean you're not playing good defense on him.
One time from behind.
Just because you get 1 recorded block doesn't mean you're not playing good defense on him.
Adams had 17, shot 7 of 13.
Okay, does that mean Covington was on him all the time? Let's see Covington's. Let's see Adams' stats when Covington's the nearest defender.
He probably got most of the points that way.
No, well, maybe maybe on Get Up they'll have that stuff looked up, but you can't just find it.
Okay, and Steven Adams only -3 on the game. Like I said, I didn't watch this game. I'm just kind of poking the fire. But Dennis Schroeder cannot be a -19. First of all,
yeah, he's got a.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and their bench outscored ours, obviously, because Dennis didn't
Okay, Ben
play to his
McLemore was
standard.
actually so wet that game.
And Jeff Green. Jeff Green's never doing that again in his life.
Dude, Jeff Green, the streakiest player of all time? Yes or no?
Agree. I
So-
can't, dude.
He got his
That
one
Cavs-
this series.
That Cavs team, when he was on it, he was pretty hot going into the playoffs. I was like, dude,
And he went nuts.
Jeff Green's gonna be a difference maker.
Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, he went crazy. Like, he was having the game of his life. So, like, the Rockets, like, they're just so invested as a unit, I think. Like,
Yeah.
it's like all
It's
these teams need an
insane.
identity. The Lakers have no identity. Like, all these other teams have no identity. The teams that are doing well right now have identities. The Rockets are playing small ball. They're all going to play hard on defense because they have to play hard to even compete on defense. Like,
And they're all going to chuck threes.
and they all know what they're doing. Like, and that's why I think the Rockets are going to go crazy in the playoffs, if I'm being honest.
And
No.
I think this is just pickup basketball, so it just
Yeah.
shooting threes kind of favors it, honestly.
I agree. All right, we can move on from that game if you're done with that, Dave.
I mean, I'm good.
Dave, do you have a
I'm done
serious
talking
prediction?
about. I thought Thunder in 6, but I'll take them in 7 now.
Yeah, I still, if Russ doesn't come back the whole series, I still am kind of leaning
He'll
towards.
probably be back game 3, same as Dort.
They cancel each other out, so.
I was about to say, dude, might as well just keep
No,
playing the way they're playing.
I mean, Dort's best defender on the court out of both teams.
You ever think so?
Yeah, on ball.
Dort is a pretty stocky defender.
Okay, next game,
That's why they lock him up.
Jazz Nuggets. Kind of mentioned it earlier. I mean, they played again today. We can talk about both.
I was
games,
watching that
guess.
game at the gym.
Yeah, Xavier was.
Well, because Zave's a grinder, like the coaching.
I grind on different things.
But first game, 57, they lose. Jokic, a dog. Let's just make that clear. Can we just keep mentioning that?
Wait, what'd you say?
I mean,
That Jokic
come
is a
on,
dog?
Rudy.
Okay, yeah, that's
Rudy's
goes
letting
unsaid.
Donovan Mitchell out rebound him. This can't happen.
I mean, I don't understand how that happens, dude. Like, how do you go out into that game and that happen? I don't understand. 7 rebounds? That's not what? I don't, dude. And then I don't think Gobert can really guard Jokic. Like, that matchup
He
is so
definitely
bad
can't
for
guard skinny
Gobert.
Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jokic's just way too skilled, and like even if Gobert's playing good defense on him, Jokic is still gonna knock down half those shots. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just so skilled, dude. It's just so tough to defend. And if he's not knocking down the shots himself, he's dishing it out to everyone else.
Yes, bro. If Gobert can't keep up with you, something's gonna have to help. If you don't want Jokic to score, then he's gonna dish. Like, Jokic, one of my favorite players in the league by far.
Michael Porter Jr.
So fun to watch.
It wasn't a fluke, boys. This dude's gonna be good.
Jamal Murray, the comeback game, right? I mean, not the comeback game, but like this is big. This big test. Plus 16.
Showed up. He showed up.
36 piece. Like
3 buckets in a row, 2 threes and a step back. Jay from the free throw line.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was nice.
I don't know. First off, wait, what? I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but is this a typo? Jawan Morgan a plus 17 for the Nugget for the Jazz?
The pride of IU.
Is that true?
Jawan Morgan?
I'm looking it up. I'm getting the stats in front of me.
I guess.
A plus 17?
What is he? Is he a second year player or is he a rookie?
He's probably playing.
I think he's a rookie.
Yeah, I think he's playing because no Conley. Moved Mitchell up to point guard.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
He only shot 1 of 5.
I don't know how. What an impact. God.
He just got the
Basketball's
start.
back.
Wow.
Do you guys, okay, just overall vibe of the playoffs, thoughts? Anyone can go.
I think it's been kind of weird.
You think?
Yeah, it's definitely
it's
fun,
definitely
but it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely still playoff basketball. Like nothing, I wouldn't say anything too out of the ordinary, but it's just it just feels weird. Maybe it's like in my mind, just knowing the setting and like it's obviously not a normal season, but
The problem is you have Chris Webber, who can barely speak a sentence, talking every 2 seconds about how the crowd went crazy, like at that play. Like Chris Webber. Obviously, I love him. Michigan, great. I hate his announcing. It's just Booger McFarland level.
No,
really,
it's not that bad.
I was gonna say,
bro.
I kind of like Chris.
You can't just throw out the comparisons to Booger there because that's like
Booger
condemning
is
a dude's
just-
career.
You're right, not that bad, but it's bad, boys. It's bad. So I don't know.
So I don't know. We'll talk about these games, but just especially from yesterday, just watching the Bucks and the Lakers like lose those games, it just felt weird.
That is part of it too. Like
it's only the second time that the number 1 seeds both dropped their first game in the first round.
Yep.
Not. We can talk.
I guess all the other games kind of played out.
Portland's not an ordinary 1 seed or 8 seed though.
They're not.
I know. They're the most dangerous 8 seed ever in the history of basketball.
If LeBron can win, the road to the finals will look good for him.
I agree. All right, moving on down the list. Celtics Sixers. I don't know. There's not much really to talk about this game.
The only thing to talk about.
JoJo, why are you only taking 15 shots?
Yes, the first game. That's the storyline. Brett Brown, what is it your fault, or is he just not being aggressive, or is it because you're not letting him be?
And as we speak, they're down 14 with 1 minute left.
I was about to say, yeah.
He's taken 21 shots, 34. Tobias Harris has only got 13, 4 of 15.
They started after the first quarter. Xavier told me they were up 6. I was like, okay, I see you. Next 2 quarters, 38-24 Celtics, 33-18 Celtics.
So
what do you like? Oh my gosh!
I mentioned this last week, but Simmons getting hurt and the bubble, the compounding that is so bad for the Sixers long term.
Yeah,
because I mean, if you're Elton Brand and you're thinking about, first off, you're worried about your job. Second off, I can't do anything with this information. Like, I can't build off this season. It's first off, we're in the bubble. It's weird. Also, still a young team. My best player's gone. My most important player to success is gone. So, like,
I think we talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to say, yeah, keep going.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Zave.
Yeah, what do you think? What can they take anything away from this season now since the bubble and Ben Simmons got hurt? If you're on Brand, I mean, how can you confidently make a decision?
Yeah, you're Elton Brand. Step into his shoes.
So what would I do?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay, I would fire Brett Brown.
Okay. I second.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but
with
not
Joel
the right
Embiid
coach
and
for this
Simmons,
team.
yeah, that's what I mean. With his 2 stars, I think Joel Embiid and Simmons can coexist, but you just gotta find you just have to find better shooters.
And
ironically,
that's really it. They didn't re-sign JJ Redick, and
even more ironically, they did re-sign Tobias Harris.
Dude.
4-15, 0-2 from 3, 13 points. Wow, dude, that's max contract money right there.
He was never. Yeah. I don't understand, bro. He was never that.
I don't understand how you.
I always liked Tobias.
How do you get to choose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler? Literally, not even offer him.
I always liked Tobias Harris too, but he's never been this player that they want him to be. He's never been that in any circumstances ever. Sure, for those first half of the season, he was shooting like 40% from 3 or something stupid. But that's such a small sample size. Like, you can't take that and be like, this is the player he's going to be. And it's not like they signed him to that contract after that stretch of games. They signed him to that contract after he was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he was producing big. I just don't understand. So frustrating. So frustrating. I mean, 2 years ago, if you're like,
I don't know.
who can I
Maybe
be?
you can.
Keep going.
Oh, you can go. Sorry.
No.
You can shop Embiid. I'm keeping Simmons. If you have to pick one, you got to keep Simmons.
I say
So.
blow it
Did
up.
I say that? I'm pretty sure I said that too.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what like.
You can just build easy around Simmons.
Especially like where basketball's going now. Like,
Yeah. You need a driver and a guy that can kick, and that's him.
I mean, what other big guy like Embiid is there in the league? I can't think of anybody. Like,
Yeah, it's just him.
Nope.
And
he's a one of a kind.
None just bang.
It's not like
he's a banger.
It's not like you can just take like what another team is doing, like with a big man like that, and be like, let's do that. You could do that with Simmons. Be like, let's take a player like okay, Giannis. Obviously, that's like the peak of a player like that, or even Westbrook. Like they built an offense around Westbrook. They literally traded away their only center, so Westbrook could cook in the paint.
Yeah, could thrive.
Like you can do that. Like you can build that is the roster you can build. I don't think you can build an early 2000s roster around Embiid today. I don't know, dude. I mean, you could if you didn't have Simmons. Like if you didn't have a player like Simmons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Simmons is younger, and he has the better of the two injury histories.
And Embiid has
They're pretty close.
a better, like he probably has a better return in a trade than Simmons.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Some stupid team like the Pistons.
Or
a contender. Or a contender would take a shot.
trade for him.
Give you all those picks.
Hey, I bet the Thunder would trade for him.
I would cry if they did.
Dude, okay.
You'd cry in a good way?
Yeah.
Give him Steven and just trade Steven for
if they would take Steven Adams for Joel Embiid and all those, or like 2 to 3
that's
of
the
Clippers
happen.
gave us.
That's gonna happen. Holy.
Xavier, speak it into existence.
Hey, okay, you'd have to take. I mean, it would be the biggest trade ever.
That'd be honestly.
And we'll give him Hamidou Diallo.
I think that's definitely a win for the Thunder. Not just because they're getting Embiid, but the fit. Just think of the fit. Man.
They want to have
him and Chris Paul in that pick and roll.
Nah, Chris Paul would have to be in the trade.
No,
I think so. If I'm the Sixers, I'm
Adams' money's big enough.
I get that, but why? The Sixers don't want to just wait for picks. They want equal talent. You know, like
Steven Adams and Andre Roberson might get the job done.
Yeah, give them that 3-point sniper they need.
Give them Turd Ferg.
Okay, I'm asking you as a Thunder fan.
Okay, realistic.
If you go
trade.
Chris Paul, a bunch of picks, like just a potpourri of all those picks for Embiid, who says no?
If I'm the Thunder, I say no because I want Chris Paul there to groom Shea.
He's already groomed him.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, if I could take another year with Chris Paul, I'd take it.
I get
if
that.
we would do that, I would do that trade. But
however, the Thunder can work out the trade and not. Yeah. However, the Thunder can work that trade to not give up Chris
Paul. Steven for like 2 shooters. Okay.
Well, I think the whole idea, like the Sixers, when it takes Adams, dude, I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, they wouldn't take Adams because he's not going to do anything well with Simmons either.
Him off somewhere else, dude.
3-team trade. Let's work the ESPN.
I got it.
Let's work the ESPN trade machine.
I got it.
I think
Chris Paul.
This is gonna happen.
Stonewall's gonna be in his bag the first week of school.
3 picks to the Sixers for Embiid.
Yeah.
Then who needs a center? The Boston Celtics.
Is it because you're looking at the
dude?
Sixers
He just wants to pair Ennis and Steven back up.
We send Steven Adams.
Get back Hayward
For Marcus Smart.
No, they just re-signed him, bro.
I think it'd be Hayward.
He'd still take Hayward.
Damn, that's a squad.
Hayward and a future first because
You think
he gets hurt all the time.
Nah, dude, you're greedy.
You're not getting
You're
a first.
greedy.
Okay, straight up Gordon Hayward for Steven. I'd do it.
I mean, who says no there, first of all? I mean, because it'd be in the context of you're doing this deal.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Dude, this is happening.
So you're telling me the Thunder would get Embiid,
Nah,
they'd lose Chris Paul, get Embiid,
And all their
lose.
picks, they'd lose all their picks. You'd have to send
Nah, not all of them. Not
have
all
to
of
send
them.
one
You
of
don't
those-
understand. You don't
They have
understand how
so
many we
many.
got.
I get that.
You don't understand how many
You'd
we
have
got.
to send some picks to Boston.
No,
I think so.
No,
Just
Steven's
Danny Ainge-
younger.
even
Steven's
if you-
younger.
I get this.
Even if you
but
don't
just
want to
get them
send picks to
tango-
Boston, Danny Ainge will swindle them from you.
just to get them to
I think-
tango,
no.
that's the only way.
You understand that Sam Presti would take him from Boston before he gave any up.
Oh yeah. Sam Presti, fucking genius.
Sam Presti
Yeah.
also chipped off James Harden for
Let me not
what?
aim to
I
see
don't even know the
Perkins.
dude.
Oh my! Who won? Okay, who won the Clippers trade? Clippers Thunder,
I mean, who knows?
I mean, who's gonna win a title this year?
not the Clippers.
The Clippers might. They thought they were. I mean, they have 2 title contending
If the
years
Clippers,
for sure.
if the Clippers win a title out of that duo, then
Paul
they
George
win the
not
trade.
clutch, not clutch enough.
Oh, how quickly they turn!
So, I know. How quickly they turn. Let's talk about Tom Brady. How quickly they turn.
No, he
Talking
just
about
gave me a little
saves.
taste last year.
Listen, well, okay. I don't even know why we're talking. The Thunder.
Yeah,
might
why did
not
we
win
get back to
This is
trade,
probably one
first
of the
all.
biggest tangents ever on the pod ever.
Okay.
Stonewall, this was people thought we were tanking this year and we're in the playoffs. I'm fine. I'm living it up.
I mean, I don't because they thought you were going to trade Chris Paul.
I think they thought we were tanking them anyways.
Chris Paul wasn't letting anything tank, bro.
Yeah, I think the whole premise of the Thunder tanking was based on the fact that
They
they,
trade Chris Paul.
yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Right. What's August 19th, 2020? I am predicting that the Sixers and Thunder make a deal for Embiid and Chris Paul. That's the only way. And
I would cry.
I bet Elton Brand's gonna be greedy. Be like, hey, can you throw in SGA? No.
yeah.
Press would be like, how about you give me some picks? And then you'd be like, all right, fair
Would you
enough.
rather have SGA or Chris Paul?
What is that? Is that even a what?
Chris Paul
SGA
has
is
2
gonna
more
be
prime years. If
SGA is gonna be a all-star someday, multiple-time all-star,
okay, still though, let's go back to the Clippers. winning
future
the
Finals
trade.
MVP. Put it on the books right now.
Oh my gosh, that's some lofty
Let's
expectations.
go back.
I got trust in my boy.
What the Clippers traded for is tangible. What the Thunder traded, like, that's just potential. You know what I mean? Like if they win the title in one of these next 2 years,
I
they
mean,
win
those
the
And
trade.
let's be
those
honest.
picks could get us something.
Okay.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
they
The
could,
position of those picks, not the best.
yeah, exactly.
The what?
The position of those picks, not the best.
You understand they gave us picks like 6 years down the road.
I understand.
You think they're still going
I
to be
understand
contending
they didn't give you
down
shit,
the road?
but
I don't think I'm happy trading away Chris Paul or Paul George for picks 6 years away.
I don't think they were 6. They were like, yeah, they
4.
might have been 4 or 5.
Anything more than this coming up year is still too long.
What do you mean?
I have no clue.
We're
what to say.
dude. The Thunder were in championship conversation for like 10 years. I think it's time. Every team has to hit a rebuild.
Thunder should have been.
So
in
what better
championship
way than
conversation
freaking
for
get
13 years?
9 draft picks from 2 players?
What better way than to just amnesty Perkins and keep that big 3 together?
Yeah, let's compete for titles in 12 years. We could have been competing for 15 right now. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't even know what the.
But you can't take back that decision. So you obviously have to build off of that,
Okay,
and
I'm
they
not
did.
saying you can, but that's part of Sam Presti's legacy. Like,
Yeah, I know. It was a bad decision, and he went into the luxury tax now for bad teams or
Yeah.
worse teams.
yeah. So fucking. Fun.
It is what it is.
All right,
Raptors Nets, boys.
Siakam's a dog. They smacked him. Next.
Yeah.
Pretty much bottom line. I don't know if VanVleet went nuts too.
Yeah.
Mavs Clips. Mavs win that game if Porzingis does not get ejected.
Okay. So apparently there's this rule that if you punch the air, that's a T automatically.
Yeah.
But Draymond Green can take his dick out and just piss on the ref. That's not a T. I don't understand, bro. Like the refs, I was talking about this to some dude at work. Like the refs, I just feel like if you're a referee, you have a mentality that you matter more than you do in general. And now that there's no fans, bro, there's no pressure from anybody in the crowd.
Right.
Like you can do
Other than the
whatever
players,
you
but they
want.
control the players.
Like one of the seeding games, Frank Vogel just yelled something like, "That's bullshit." Got teed immediately.
Right.
Like you can do whatever you want if you're a ref.
Refs are being soft.
And you just got to know the moment. Like even the first tech that Porzingis got, really shouldn't have gotten it.
Like
He's just arguing a foul call.
How do you go to the review and you know that if you give him a tech, he's getting ejected? Just don't give anybody techs. Like
right. You know the severity of like the situation.
Marcus Morris shouldn't even got a tech there. Like so stupid, dude. And then they have ESPN Steve Jab. Yeah, I told that was a good call. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. I don't know, dude.
I saw this post on Twitter. This guy said something about how he was reading like the NBA rule book, blah blah blah, and it literally says text like basically the premise of it was saying like technicals will be avoided if at all possible. Like the goal, if you can not give out a tech, if they can get away with not giving out a tech, they'll get like that's their goal is to like not give them out. Or at least it should be.
And okay, Luka honestly didn't play the best. Still went crazy. Like
right, those 11 turnovers are tough.
Yeah, well, most of them were in the first like 2 minutes of the game.
Other than that, though, like yeah, he still went nuts. He did what he had to do.
Crazy.
Produce
first playoff game, and he had the most ever.
And against the Clippers, like.
Or like against a great defensive team.
I saw this graphic and he already had like a higher career high than like Paul George, Chris Paul in the playoffs. Like, wow. First game.
Put it on my grave, Dave. Make sure.
Put it on my gravestone wall. What? Luka Doncic will be a Thunder one day.
I was texting Schmill. I was like, put it on my grave. Stonewall predicted Luka Doncic. It would be Luka Doncic, comma, 2-time MVP, NBA champion. Was going to be a star.
Luka Doncic,
he's going to win 2. You got him winning 2.
Okay, this is the scenario. It's kind of be like when Steve Nash won his. Steve Nash was so good that first year. But then he was even better the next year. They had to give it to him. One of those things. I think Luka's going to somehow hit another level. Going to win the MVP. He's going to be even better the next year, win another. Write it down. August 19th.
What year is this in?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just telling
3
you
years.
What's gonna happen. I listen. The window is as close as next year, and then there's another 10 years after that. At the window.
Luka's gonna be the GOAT.
I mean, he's gonna be the what was it, Roach Lorenzo, the greatest European of all time, the Giat.
The Gia was
the greatest European of all time.
Yeah, how you were saying he would be, and I was like, "There's no way he passes Dirk."
And he's on Dirk's team.
Couldn't have worked out any better.
It literally couldn't have, bro. Best situation to get drafted to. Okay, first off,
an owner like Mark Cuban, man, I'm so lucky.
IU Zone. Do you know? Did I tell you this? Mark Cuban owned. Like, you know where Stax was? I don't know if Stax is still there. He owned that bar that was there when he was
really?
Like when he was yeah. I don't know how true that is, but word on the street. Okay, so Clips win that game, but no Porzingis. I mean, if you're Dallas, every game counts in a series like the Clippers, and if you lose a game like that, I don't really see how you're gonna win. Like the series, because like you're only going to be competitive so many times in these games, and that's one that you could have won.
You only have so many opportunities.
We'll have to see tonight.
Yeah, I mean they're up 2-0 right now.
If they steal tonight, yeah, they're up 10-2 right now.
Ooh.
Nice.
If they can steal tonight, they might be able to. I don't even
The
know.
Mavs offense is nasty.
Porzingis might go off.
And this is
that's not
thing,
might.
like,
he will.
He might be ticked.
The no fans thing, like there's no home court advantage. All these games are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if Dallas were to win this series, this would be the circumstances, you know. Dallas, please. If they beat, so what if Dallas and the Blazers both win? Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
And the Thunder win? Could you imagine?
Okay.
I can't actually.
I can't imagine that. I can't even fathom that.
Can you imagine Skip Bayless? God.
Drip Bayless. Did you see Charles Barkley like hate Skip Bayless?
Yeah.
He was like, take that, Skip Bayless.
Speaking of Charles Barkley, he said if the Blazers win game 1, they're sweeping the Lakers.
You got the broom out, dude.
Yeah.
All
like,
right.
dang.
So Clips won that game. I mean, no Porzingis, that's expected. Next game, Bucks Magic.
Are the Bucks in trouble?
In the future. Not this series, but
that is such a great point.
If they once they face the Heat, I don't know.
I got
Bam
3
Adebayo,
words.
Giannis.
This is what happened to the Bucks
know.
yesterday. It's 3 words. Game 1 Magic.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I saw this
it's a thing.
Another graphic, and it was like gang sign John Wall, Tuck Kyrie, Game 6 Clay, and some other ones, and it was like Game 1 Magic.
Because last year they played the Raptors and they won. They smacked them Game 1. Do you remember that?
Did they? I don't remember that at all.
They didn't smack them. DJ Augustine hit a game winner.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay.
But anyways, they ended up, winning Game 1 of that series, and it was like, oh, and then it was nothing. But
yeah, they wanted to win the title.
And they went on to win the title.
Keep that in mind. Anyone the Game 1 Magic beats goes on to win the title.
I mean, Nikola Vucevic, a dog. I've always said it. I've been high on Nikola for a while.
I just think, overall, the Bucks, they just kind of look lost, defensively.
They look
they're
stuck
just
in
not
the
as
mud, bro. Like,
yeah, they're not as fluid defensively as they were pretty much the entire year.
Okay, why does DJ Wilson not play? That's the question I want.
Why is Tony Snell not on the team? That's the second question I want to ask.
He's been on the team for 25 years. What happens? I hate, man, it's all a business to the owners. No loyalty.
It's tough.
So I don't even know what to say about this game, bro. Take it with just a heaping plate of salt. That's all I gotta say.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks come out and win by 30 tomorrow.
I would not be.
I got Magic tomorrow by 4.
Listen to what the money line was for the Magic. Plus 850 to win.
Wow. Jeez. Why did I not bet on this game?
Put $10 down, you get an 85 right there, Roach.
Why? Why would I not?
That's how they get you, dude. That's how they get you. Dude, I bet you they're gonna be even hot, like they're gonna be like plus 1,000. I bet. Like the odds are gonna be even better.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
All right, next game. Miami, Indiana.
Honestly, pretty good
Vic.
game.
No Vic.
Vic got stabbed in the eye, dude. He's
Daniel Cormier.
Oh.
Vic dipped. Bro.
Update on Mavs Clippers 15-2.
Let's go.
Yikes. Stonewall, I thought you had the Clippers winning.
Luka has 8-4-3 already, dude.
The title?
You just love Luka?
I do.
Yeah, I thought you had the Clippers winning the title.
I do. I'm just cheering.
But you just love Luka?
Luka, I'm going to be honest, dude. Luka is LeBron level love for me. Like, that's not even, I'm not even joking.
What,
like,
Lugo.
Look, he
Lugo.
is. Yeah, we could start calling him that. Honestly,
He's my
Stonewall
baby.
yeah, he really is, because you really don't understand, Xavier, how many times Stonewall created teams with Luka Doncic on them.
Freshman year, bro.
How many franchises he saved with Luka Doncic?
The
When he
best
was like
one.
when he was like one of those fake players or whatever on
Yeah, I had to
2K.
download a
A
roster,
roster.
and then
Yeah.
I remember
I drafted
2K
him every year.
You
Like
really don't
2K
understand.
2K14 when they would have those overseas teams
Yeah.
on there, and Luka Doncic was on one.
Yeah, for Real Madrid.
That was so
bro.
funny.
He was like a 63.
He was like 14 years old.
I do really feel like he's like my child, damn near. Like,
Yeah, this dude, first
Luka.
guy to ever, Stonewall, literally first one ever speak the name Luka Doncic in America, I'm sure.
well, okay. So there's this dude that works at the Ringer named Kevin O'Connor. Like, I heard him say something about it on a pod, like Luka Doncic in Spain, and I was like, huh. I started looking up highlights of him. I watched the fucking Final Four for the Spanish league or whatever. It was like the Euro League. So like, you know how like soccer has like the like the Champions League. It's basically the Champions League of basketball. I watched him play that, won the Final Four MVP, bro, and I'm like, I'm sold. So
You know, when I had your jersey that year and I got you that Mavs Luka jersey, I actually wanted to get you a Spain one.
oh, like the Real Madrid.
Yeah, like the Real Madrid
Trust
one.
me, I've looked for them. They weren't anywhere. You can buy like his Slovenia one, bro, for like $200, and I'm like, I'm good.
I'm cool.
I'll never forget one time I had Luka wearing 77,
Mm-hmm.
like
He really
in the
did.
game, and Roach was
Maybe
like,
that's-
"Why do you have him wearing 77?"
Maybe that's why he wears 77.
Get
Because of
on DHgate. Get a Luka jersey for like $25.
DHgate? What's that?
I'm looking it up right now.
DHgate.
I'm gonna do it on my phone just in case I get a virus.
I have an ad blocker. What is that? Is this a
It's a Chinese website. Literally get like any jersey you want.
really?
It's where Xavier gets all of his jerseys from.
Wow, I thought Zave was a real one.
You thought I had that? Dang.
Luka Doncic just autocorrected to Luka Doofix.
Luke Hot Dong. All right, we're getting so off track. Okay, let's reel it in. I was about to straight up look up jerseys.
Heat Pacers, honestly, a really good game.
Yes. Jimmy Butler, TJ Warren beef. Jimmy Butler comes out on top. Let's be honest. Bam Adebayo.
I didn't even see this.
There's
I
no
didn't even,
beef. There's no
I didn't even
beef
see the
there.
stat lines for that game. What did
Okay.
they?
TJ Warren dropped 22.
Okay.
Drop it. Jimmy Butler had
Respectable.
28. Dragic had 24, a plus 20. Bam Adebayo plus 23. That's Bam Adebayo's the difference in this series because let's face it, Miles Turner, good. They should have traded him when he had value. So,
Yeah, they really should have.
what was Iggy's plus minus? Plus 3. Okay.
Man, do I wish Iggy was on the Lakers right now.
It doesn't. What?
I'm just
Okay.
kidding, dude. It was a joke.
And then Duncan Robinson, I'm just going to take a victory lap on him. He didn't really play that well. I just saw his name. Another Michigan man playing great. Let's go.
But he
There you
didn't
go.
play that well.
There you go.
Jay Crowder, though, like, kind of just thrown into the trade, to the Iggy trade.
Do you guys know why Kendrick Nunn didn't play?
No.
It says did not play, coach's decision.
Oh, so you telling me my rookie of the year pick, my second rookie of the year pick is? Did Myers Leonard not play? What's going on? They only went.
Yeah,
They
they
went
both
9
sit in
deep.
Heat's game 1 win.
They went 9 deep.
Yeah,
like
he just
that?
sat
They're
him.
Nuts.
He didn't play him.
Spoelstra's a dog, though. He don't care.
Yeah, maybe he did something in practice that he didn't like or something.
Both of them?
Maybe.
Yeah, they played like ass.
Maybe they got caught with their
Udonis
masks off.
Haslam met Myers Leonard at the rim, and he's like, "I gotta say you, bro. I can't play you." Udonis Haslam's still in the
Derrick Jones
league.
Jr.
Yeah, he was the oldest player in the league for a while until Slim Jamal Crawford got picked up by the Nets.
So, Heat Pacers. I mean, that series is just going to keep getting better, boys.
Yeah,
Strap
be
in
fun to
tomorrow, 1
watch.
o'clock.
Heat are gonna sweep.
Maybe. Especially if Tricky Vic doesn't really come back. I mean, I joke all the time that he's their third best player, but he's so valuable to success right now, even without Sabonis.
Right. Especially without Sabonis.
All right, let's go to the main event. Oh, whoa. IGN just dropped Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War official teaser trailer.
Oh, I need to watch that. Okay. Long story short, Blazers won. They're going to sweep them, right? I mean, that's what Charles says.
Dude, okay.
7. It's going to 7.
So, I saw like a meme. It's kind of like in bad taste. But you know how Danny Green has how many more on his jersey?
Yeah.
It was
How
like,
many more are you going to miss?
How many more wide open threes are you going to fucking miss?
Dude, I was telling you the day of that game. Well, and I talked about it on the pod too. You know, throughout the seeding games, they really didn't shoot well. I was like, how they can't do worse. They really can't do worse. They can only get better. Well, they did worse yesterday. They shot 5 of 32 from 3. You're not winning a game. I don't care what team you are. If you're
and it's
shooting
crazy because all these teams in the bubble have said how much easier it is to shoot.
Right.
In the bubble,
it's like had the opposite effect on this team specifically.
Kyle Kuzma's the only one that I feel, which is crazy, that I feel confident when he takes a 3.
Xavier, I literally told that to Xavier today, and Xavier said, just shot back at me. Well, I mean, Xavier usually shoots back everything I say, but
it's crazy. Like, and Kyle Kuzma, you're like, man, it'd be nice if he got going, but not really necessary. He has to play well now for them to do anything because Danny Green's missing in action and Waiters Island is vacant.
Waiters Island played 1 minute yesterday.
Dave, thoughts on the Lakers currently? What did you see from that game? What needs to be fixed?
I mean, you just got to hit shots. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else.
Okay, so
5 of 32. What?
That game
from
was,
3.
Yeah, down 16, and then LeBron goes on this 14-1 run where he facilitates every point, and then you're just like, how easy.
I can do all things through the GOAT who gives me strength.
And Anthony Davis just got to put his head down. He's just got to score when he gets it.
He's got it. No one, like, I was telling this to somebody too. Like, Blazers have bodies to throw at him, but at the end of the day, those people can't guard him.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
Here's what I've noticed from the game yesterday. Anthony Davis is taking way too long to make a decision when he gets the ball.
Settling for like a step back, like.
Right.
Yeah,
either you get the ball, read what's going on, get to the rim. If not, drive and kick it out.
That's kind of always been his game, though. Like, he's always like been hesitant or whatever, but he's always been so smooth. Like he gets into the rim like that, like in a split second. So it doesn't matter if he's taking a while. But everything's just closing so fast, and you can't. Like, if he gets the ball,
that's what
out of
I'm
his
saying.
hands,
Him being stagnant for that extra second is giving everything else an extra second to get set up. And, obviously LeBron played pretty well last night. First player ever go 20-15 and 15 in a playoff game. That's pretty cool.
LeBron's not attacking the rim either. Like,
yeah,
they had
no one can guard LeBron out there.
I think I was talking to Schmill about this today too, and he was kind of arguing with me about it, and I was kind of just baffled that he was like kind of fighting me on this. I was saying that how LeBron needs to just attack the rim, and he's like, well, he's not really in that mindset. He needs to be playing point guard, facilitating other players, blah, blah, blah. Make the better play instead of just going for his points. I'm like, dude, LeBron's a basketball genius. He knows he can get to the rim. So why is he
aren't you? Yeah,
right.
At will.
That's the thing too. Like, it felt like whenever he put his head down, bro, he was at the rim making a layup. He just wasn't doing it.
I don't know if he was just trying to get his guys in a rhythm, or what.
Maybe that was part of it too. Like the Lakers haven't been in a playoff series since 2013. Was that part of it? Like trying to get the Lakers going?
Nah,
stop. At the end of the day, who cares? Take it to the rim.
Win the game.
The right basketball plays to get a bucket. Like that's the play, is to score.
Everyone's high right now on the Blazers because they made the playoffs, kind of made their way in. Blah blah blah. Damian Lillard's playing out of his mind, pulling from the parking lot. Like,
that shot was crazy, dude. Coming off that Dirk screen, he was honestly
after watching that game, they gave up 100 points. Like, it's not like defensively they were bad. They just got to hit shots.
I felt like Caruso did as good as he could have done on Dame. Like, sure, Dame still went crazy.
Caruso plus 12 last night?
Yeah, like, when he was on the floor, it was good.
Xavier comes into my room. I'm watching the game. It was kind of towards the beginning of the game, and he's like, Caruso's in. Man, Caruso kind of sucks.
Dude.
I was like, I'm pretty sure he said he was trash, actually, because that's his go-to word. He's like, Caruso's trash. And then he just cuts in and yams that ball that early in the first quarter.
You need shooters?
I was like, yeah, Caruso sucks.
You need shooters. Why is Quinn Cook not playing?
Yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, Quinn Cook's one of those people that I feel like probably the three of us are high on that just doesn't play. Same with, like, it's always these LeBron teams, bro. There's always, like, people that we think, like, why is he not playing? Yes. Kay Felder a few years ago. Like, I was like, dang, Kay Felder.
Get J.R. Smith in the game, too.
They got to shake it up. Like, I think Danny Green might not start. Like, and
that's tough because he's one of your better. He is literally your best defender on the floor outside.
Star AD center.
Yeah, you got to just. You're playing the Blazers.
Put in J.R. Smith
up with them. Like,
and there's your three shooters. And
push comes to shove, they're going to do whatever it takes to win. But I don't know if it's Vogel or LeBron. I don't know who has more say here in terms of like what they're putting out there.
Definitely Vogel. I mean, they were running stuff on defense that LeBron would never do. Like, and LeBron, did you see LeBron snatch that ball from CJ McCollum? He straight up just took it from him. He was like, "This is mine, bro." Like, I think Frank Vogel's getting this team invested in playing defense, and like you said, they still did a good job on. Like, they still did a good job on the Blazers.
Yeah. CJ
they let up 100 points. Like, in today's NBA, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but you can't score 93.
Exactly. You can't go 5 of 32 from the 3-point line.
Yeah, I mean, I do like. Dame came on in the fourth, but that was such a winnable game for the Lakers. Like, AD.
Oh yeah, they were up 6.
If Dame's hitting, LeBron's just got to go back at him.
Like,
just drive.
Who's picking up LeBron? Like, on the Blazers, who's gonna guard him?
I'm saying I saw Damian Lillard guarding LeBron too many times to count. Yesterday,
him up, dude. Like,
right?
Why are we? 2 years ago, when you were on the Cavs, you were posting everybody up and fading. Like, what's happening?
Going nuts.
Like, I know you like. It's either he's putting his head down, going to the rim, or high pick and roll with AD. He's dishing it out to Danny Green, and he's.
Yeah, just take over, LeBron.
Here's what's going to happen.
Just do it.
Push comes to shove, LeBron will win the series.
I think they're still going to win the series, but I mean, this is a game that if you're thinking like of them winning the title, that's concerning.
Mm-hmm.
You got to win these type of games that
they're up 8 with like 7 to go. So
I mean, this is the type of game you're not playing that well, but you still have a chance to win. You got to win those. I don't know.
All right, I want to know your guys' thoughts on Charles Barkley's hot take. Who has more range, Damian Lillard or Stephen Curry?
Steph kind of clapped back at him, not going to lie.
Well, I think it's kind of ignorant. Like, Dame's not taking those shots if it wasn't for Steph.
I know, but who would win?
I mean,
in a shoot-off.
Steph Curry is the best shooter
from the logo.
Steph Curry is the best shooter the league has ever seen. So
I know, but man, You're going Steph.
Are we
It's
going,
a-
are we
this
going
is
Steph
a-
rolling off the
this is a-
couch? Like,
This is a classic. This is a classic case of what have you done for me lately? Recency bias,
mhm.
and I'm still going with Steph.
I'm not
Honestly,
saying I'm going with
I might
Damian,
even
I'm
pick.
just saying.
I might even pick Clay over Damian Lillard. Not gonna lie.
From the logo?
Yes.
No.
Nah.
Dame is like shooting 40% from like 32 plus, which is insane. But I think he's just insanely hot, and like the bubble is benefiting shooting and scoring in general. The Lakers are the only
Yeah.
team that can't do it.
Yeah.
Like if there's a crowd and Melo pulls up for that shot at the end of the game, that dagger,
He's
that's
not
not
making
going
it.
in.
It's bricking. We saw it in action.
If he
2
is in
years in a row.
Staples, if they're in Staples,
He's
they
not
win that
good.
game last night. That's just facts. They're winning that game.
Carmelo's not good.
Dave knows from experience.
He had a clutch shot, but he shot 3 of 11.
Yeah.
Like,
And
come on.
they were talking about him locking down LeBron. LeBron lost the ball once against him. The rest of the time, I hate people, just in general. Dang, Melo. Even the guy that was calling the game was like, Melo, the new 3-and-D Melo. What? He can't guard a chair. He's not 3-and-D. What are we talking about?
Hey, narrative is the thing, and they can push what they want, but it's not going to change the outcome of anything. It's not going to change facts.
All right, boys.
Fun 2 days. Fun 2
Yeah,
days.
great 2 days. We ran through every game. I think we're wrapping up. What do you, Lorenzo? Got anything to add?
Yeah, dude, you need to check out all the stuff I've been sending you on Messenger. You ignore me now.
I'd look at them. What do you want me to say? LOL.
Dang.
No, dude, literally, I noticed this morning I'd sent you so many spicy memes, and you're not even freaking looking at them.
Am
I can
not
see where
looking
you
at
read.
it?
I can see where you've read. The last
Probably
one
don't
you
even
read was
have notifications on. To be honest.
the last one you read was July 30th. I've sent you 4 since then.
All right, I'll look at them after.
They are hot. Well, the first one not so much, but the last 3 are hot.
Dave, I need you to review the memes. If they're not spicy, let me know.
All right, I got you.
Well, Xavier probably wouldn't appreciate them, but you would.
They're just Thunder trash. Trashing on the Thunder memes, I guarantee it. That's all I get when I'm
I
on
want
here.
your live reaction
sick of
right
it.
after this
I'm
podcast.
sick of it.
Dude, when we were testing out mics before, he couldn't hear me, and I was just yelling at the mic that SGA sucks in the playoffs.
I heard you. I actually heard you.
Gosh.
It's all
I
good
just get
love it.
trashed on.
It's gonna be much better when they
all
trade for
right.
Embiid. So that's all for
Hey.
this week in the Untitled
Facts.
Podcast. One of these days we'll throw a nice beat that Zabe has for us here at the end. See ya.
It'll be soon.
Say it, Roach.
Peace.
Yes.